Hey y'all, good morning. Today is basically the day before Thanksgiving. So to all my lovely ladies and all my lovely gentlemen, happy Thanksgiving to you all and your families. First and foremost, don't be minding my hair right now. I ain't even worried about slicking it down. I'm off. I was actually trying to sleep in till like sometime this afternoon, but that didn't happen because my doggone cats wanted to wake me up and making noise and all this. So I gave my boy cat a bath. He's mad at me over there licking himself dry. Shoot, I'm tired of all this fur all over the place. Like, shoot, let me go ahead and give you a bath, brush you real good, and you can cry and be mad at me all you want, but whatever. My girl cat, she's next, but that'll be later. I gotta make these videos. But so this video is basically going to be about narcissists and the 7 deadly sins, because I had this thought yesterday that literally they embody all 7 deadly sins. They really, truly do. So we're going to start off with lust. And as anyone who has been through narcissistic abuse or knows anyone who is narcissistic or however, I mean, these people can be married and they have like multiple affairs. Even if they're in a relationship or just dating or whatever, they have multiple sexual partners, like a lot, a whole harem, if you will. And, and then they're also the main ones who engage in cheating. And that's all falling under lust, because you can't be in a relationship or a marriage. You done took vows before God. Hey, let's go ahead and stop right there. Narcissists don't even believe in God, because remember my saying, they're Satan's kids. They don't believe in God. So anyways, they take vows before God. And, they don't even go through or take the vow seriously. They do whatever the hell they want. That's how they feel. They're entitled. They feel like, I know I'm married to him. I know I'm married to her. But that guy over there, I'd bone the hell out of him. Or, oh, that chick over there, I'm going to try and go bend that over. Like, this is how these people freaking think. You know what I'm saying? And it's, to me, because I'm an empath and an actual human being with a soul, they don't care. They just care about their own selfish needs. And it's nothing more than lust, Nothing more than lust. Now, don't get me wrong. Regular, normal people can be tempted into lust as well. You know what I'm saying? And they can make mistakes or whatever. But, hey, we're talking about strictly like people that we know are Satan's kids, the narcissists. So now we're going to move on to gluttony. Gluttony, have you, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just going to give y'all a couple experiences as I name all these sins, right? So I say that narcissists are gluttonous. That doesn't mean go outside and because you see somebody who's obese, it's like, oh, they're a narcissist. Oh, they're gluttony. No, some people are just naturally born big bone, and you know what I'm saying? They're just naturally, you know what? I gotta put my phone on airplane mode real quick. Sorry about that. Because the last thing I need is for somebody to freaking call me in the middle of recording, because then I'm gonna lose my train of thought, and I hate that so much. And I just got a text message, so I was like, nah, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Not trying to have somebody call me and interrupt my damn video. Now, when I learn how to video edit, it probably won't be as bothersome. It'll be bothersome, but not as much. Anyways, I'm learning as I go for this YouTube stuff and video editing and whatnot. So, basically, we're talking about gluttony, just as a reminder. See, I got thrown off a little bit. That's why I had to have my little trusty notes right here to keep me on track. Okay, so gluttony. I've known people who have hoarded food. They act like they're getting ready for Y2K or the if you ever played the video game, dang, I can't even think of the name of the damn game. Anyways, Fallout. If you've ever played, if you're a gamer and you've ever seen somebody play Fallout, you've played it yourself. I used to enjoy my ex when he played it. Like, it was like the perfect like thing for me when I used to want to go to sleep. I would just watch him play. I would be so entertained and then kind of bored at the same time, because Fallout it wasn't a game for me personally. But anyways, so people, they'll have like hella food as if like Fallout is gonna happen, like a whole apocalypse and like the world has ended type deal. And then it's just like, and then what the sucky part is, a lot of the food will go bad. I'm gonna give you a prime example. There's this one guy who I was cool with in college. His dad had like 3 or 4 deep freezers in the garage filled with food, right? And he was so like, I mean, the dad was a total fucking asshole. He was so greedy that because like guests or people would come and like say spend the night for like a weekend or whatever, because it was like a group of us friends, girls and guys or whatever. He felt the need to put a lock on the fucking regular refrigerator in the house, as well as all the deep freezers. And it's just like, so instead of just saying, hey, you know, I don't want to feed all of y'all or whatever, instead you want to put a lock on everything. I mean, dang, you're just basically forcing us to kind of have to order out and all this. And it's just like, it's not no big deal, but dude, you're a total asshole for like hoarding food. Because, you know, the funny thing about that shit, Hurricane Harvey rolled through, because I was living in New Orleans at the time. Hurricane Harvey came through, knocked out all the electricity and power for like a good week or two. So all that food that he called himself putting a lock on and harboring, it all went bad. Joke's on you, Mr. Narc. You really was so selfish that you didn't want to share any food with anybody, not your 2 kids, not your 2 sons, the wife, and any of his friends who was at the house. That's why when the power went out, all that food that he bought went bad. So however much money he spent on all that meat and all that food, it was a waste of damn money, because it all went bad. But that's just a prime example that, you know, God don't like ugly. You know, when you call yourself trying to be selfish and stuff like that, shoot, God will flip the tables and make you lose in the end. But anyways, that was just an example of like gluttony. You know what I'm saying? Another example is, I remember like, this is a little miniature story. My mom, for example, me and her, we can go out to eat or whatever. Let's say we went to McDonald's, Rallies, or whatever it is. I eat until I'm satisfied. So if I ate half of my meal, I still have like half my burger left, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to eat this other half later on tonight or whenever I get hungry again. I go put my half a burger in the refrigerator. Then when I get hungry, I go looking for my half a burger in the refrigerator. It's gone. Then I ask my mom, did you eat the other half of my burger? No. Well, where the fuck did it go? Because if I put it in the motherfucking refrigerator, it should still fucking be there. It's not there. Oh, look at this. I look in the trash can and there's the burger box or wrapper from my burger. So who ate it? The dog can't open the refrigerator. Who ate it? Oh, yeah, I did eat it. You're a fat fuck. You're a fat fuck. Because how do you eat your whole meal and then you want to eat mine? Well, I paid for it and I thought that you weren't going to eat it. Why would you think that? It wasn't in the refrigerator for like 3+ days. I literally just put it in there hours ago. It was so sad. It got to the point that if me and her went out and I had half a burger or half of whatever, I would literally have to leave it on my dresser in my room. Then she'll come in. well, why do you have food sitting in here? I said, so your fat ass doesn't fucking eat it. And then she just looks at me with this blank ass face. Yeah, you fat fuck. I ain't never known nobody so goddamn greedy in my motherfucking life. Gluttony. And then she wonders why she's fat now. Anyways, that leads us into our next sin. Greed. We know that narcissists can be greedy. Greedy when it comes to people, because people are their fuel supply and they don't want to share people. So that's just like my mom. My mom would not want me to share my attention. I'm going to give you a prime example again. So as a teenager, I could have a college friend or two come to my house for spring break. We're watching movies, doing what, young adults / teenagers do. And here comes my mom. Hey, you guys want to watch me play solitary? Bitch, who the fuck wants to sit and watch your old boring ass play some fucking solitary on the fucking computer? If you're bored, you need to go get you some friends, baby. Oh, wait, narcissists don't have any friends. And for her to be a 40-something-year-old woman and I'm like 18, 19 and she's trying to harbor my friends away. She's greedy because she wants all the attention. She's an attention whore. That's basically how narcissistic people work. They are greedy when it comes to people. They want all the attention, all the praise, all the accolades, all the everything. And if you remotely give someone else a compliment or you start talking about someone else's achievements, they get angry. They start trying to brush it off and start just trying to be in their feelings and a total hater, but again, greedy. Remember the story I just told you about how my mom was greedy with food. They can be greedy with anything. They can be greedy as far as trying to take up all your time, wanting to talk to you on the phone for 8 to 12 hours a day. I got stuff I have to do. I don't got time to be on the phone with you for 8 to 12 hours a day. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? I have things that I need to do. I want to do. I'm out and about. Maybe I want to take a nap and go, you know what I'm saying? No. All right. We're going to move on to our next sin, sloth. So sloth is like laziness, where narcissists are inherently lazy. They don't want to do no work. Have you ever worked with somebody where they just want to sit on the clock and clock ride, not do anything? The managers and the leads are just like, oh, okay, whatever. It's not a big deal that they sit there and clock ride. But the moment the good worker, the hard worker, wants to just chill out and just clock ride and relax, it's a damn problem. Yeah, that right there, that is an example of just sloth. When you have that one person at the job that just doesn't really want to do anything or do the bare minimum, and it's just okay for them. But then the hardworking person is like, I'm just going to take it easy today and kind of relax. The whole world blows up. Everything is just, well, why this and why that now? You know what I'm saying? This shit is just crazy. But yeah, narcissists are lazy. An ex of mine, I remember he had a problem with slugs. Every time I turned around, there were slugs in the kitchen. And one day, I looked up the spiritual meaning of what slugs mean. It meant sloth. He had a lazy, slothful spirit in his house. But he's trying to make and then one day he's projecting, calling me lazy. How am I lazy when I work just like you work? I'm lazy because I want to sit on the couch and watch TV. That makes me lazy. I don't feel the need to have to constantly stay busy and constantly be doing something all because I'm antsy. And I mean, that's another thing about narcissists too. You know, they try to stay busy all the time because in their minds, they're constantly calculating. They're constantly, anxious, thinking about their next move. And because they can't really truly get any peace, these people, they're literally restless people, really. And so sometimes they could be busy bees, but it's not busy in a productive or constructive way of being busy. It's just they need something to do, But yeah, but they're definitely lazy. For example, my mom, last time I talked to her, she was up there, I'm going to buy a land in Africa. And I'm like, okay, fantastic. Good for you. And then she's like, well, can you research places in Africa? You're the one that wants to go live over there. Why the fuck do I need to Google and research anything? I'm not trying to move over to Africa. You know what I'm saying? That was her way of trying to think that I would actually do the work for her. No, sweetheart. Nope. If you want to go live there, you do your own research. Anything I do for me, it'll be for me. But on to our next sin, wrath. Oh my gosh. You guys know about narcissistic rage, right? Wrath. How they end up yelling, screaming, throwing things, breaking things. Some of them can, the overt narcissists, they end up getting physically violent or abusive. You know what I'm saying? They'll punch holes in walls and, their anger knows no bounds. All they know is that, oh yeah, I'm feeling this way. I got to let it out. And then they just act a plum fool, act crazy as hell, But that's wrath. Envy. Oh, man. Don't we know that they are some very envious, jealous creatures? Oh, yes. You give someone else a compliment. It's just like because the spotlight isn't on them and they weren't given the compliment, it's like, you think you better than me. Type of attitude. Like, we know that they are inherently envious and jealous. If you're married and they're single, they're angry. Even if they're married as well, they're jealous because your marriage is truly happy and their marriage is miserable. Because again, narcissists don't experience joy and happiness. They only know misery. Misery loves company, Like my mom, she literally would never in her life want me to achieve marriage, and let alone it be a happy marriage, because one, she's never been married. Two, she can never feel happiness. My happiness, my laughs, my smiles, my energy, the fact that I have healed myself so much from 2017 to now in 2021, she can't stand it. She hates it. It makes her cry. It makes her just, it disgusts her. She doesn't deserve happiness. I can never be happy. Why does she deserve to be happy? This is how narcissists think, and this is how they feel. Their feelings are facts. As a matter of fact, my mom would always be like, this person is jealous of me. No, you're jealous of them, and you're just trying to flip the script, boo-boo. You don't want to admit that you're jealous and you're inherently envious, but that's what it is. Narcissists love to say that people are jealous and envious of them when really they're the jealous, envious ones. It's so psychological. They don't live in reality like normal people. So you can't expect to make sense out of nonsense. Anyways, our last and final sin, pride. Come on now. We know that ego. And that's exactly what it is. Narcissists have such big egos. They got such big, what's that song by Beyonce? He got a big ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, their egos are huge. And if you don't stroke it, or if you criticize them in any type of way, or even if it's constructive criticism or good feedback to try to help them improve on something or to be a better person or whatever it is, they take it as a slight, as a threat, as a, and that's ego. They've attacked me, I must attack back. You know what I'm saying? That's ego. Total ego, which is pride. But yeah, narcissists definitely embody the 7 deadly sins, which again makes them fucking Satan's kids. So anyways, I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Ta-ta.